And welcome back. Well, in the election cycle 4 years ago, just over 1/3 of eligible Americans voted. Some suggest it's because people just don't know who they should vote for. So joining me now to help voters become more informed is Chris Alchek. He's the CEO and co-founder of Mike, a leading news and media company for young people. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Tiffany.
I think this is great. You know, people are already a little annoyed by so many of the ads that are out there. They almost want to throw their hands up and say, I just don't want to vote. But it's important that we vote. So how do we learn more in less time?
Yeah, Tiffany, you're exactly right. Ad spending in this midterm election is actually the highest ever in any midterm election in American history. So there's a lot of not so trustworthy information being spread and being pushed in huge ways. And so Mike, a news company for millennials, has partnered with Microsoft on this tool, Bing Elections, and that's bing.com/elections, to help voters learn about the issues that matter and the candidates that are relevant to them as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
So what do you find when you go there? Because, a lot of people say, yeah, you see the ads and you just learn what the other's opponent, what they don't like about the other's opponent, not what they're going to do for you themselves. So does this have a listing, kind of, as you said, like items and things that you care about by topic, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's exactly right. So when you go to the site, bing.com/elections, it pulls your location and pulls up the state and local races that are relevant to you, and then gives you the candidate listings, and you can click on each candidate and see where they stand on each issue. And all of that is third-party, validated, nonpartisan data, so you can, as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible, see where the candidates that you care about, where they stand on the economy, where they stand on healthcare, where they stand on social issues, where they stand on climate change, where they stand on the things that you care about. And so this is the most efficient, quickest way to learn that's totally customized and personalized to you.
So how do we know that it's unbiased or reliable? People will probably look at you and say, well, where do you fall on the party line, and what's your motivation behind it?
Yeah, so all of the data coming into the tool is from nonprofits that are completely nonpartisan. And so these are places that are trusted. All the sources are listed at the bottom of the widget, and it's data that's reliable. It's not opinion. It's not analysis. It's data about where the candidates stand on certain issues, how they voted in the past. That's the beauty of the internet. There's total transparency, and when it's well organized, you can get the data you need as quickly as possible.
I think it's great because, as you said, there's transparency there, and so many times you go on the internet, you just find review articles, but it's coming from a specific person. So to know you're getting that from unbiased nonprofits is great. What do you hope this will do? I mean, there's 60-some voters who didn't turn up last time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And Mike, we focus on millennials, and we believe millennials are going to make a big impact on the world. And unfortunately, in the last 2010 midterm elections, only 24% of registered millennials showed up to vote. But in the 2008 and 2012 presidential elections, a huge number showed out to vote. And so, for us, we're empowering people with the information they need about the candidates that they care about to, help them make informed decisions. And then, we're going a step beyond that. And so in the top right corner, when you go to bing.com/elections, you'll see information about how to register to vote. And so if you're not registered yet, you may still have a few days, and just make sure you do that as soon as possible. And then when we get closer to Election Day, where the polls are and how to make sure you get to the polls at the right place at the right time.
That's great. And you said per state you break down each of the local candidates as well as the national?
Yeah, so all of the state level races, all of the congressional level races, and all of the local races for any districts with more than 350,000 people. So this is really, really comprehensive. There are a ton of important races on the line in this midterm elections, and to be honest, we're not talking about these elections enough today, and so that's why we're trying to put this in front of as many people as possible before the election day.
I think it's great. So many people can be impacted by what's right here in our backyard as well as on the national level. Thank you so much, Chris. Where can people go for more information?
Bing.com/elections. Thanks so much for having me, Tiffany.
Absolutely. Thank you.